bonsoir, c'est Planet Glee une autre fois. Oui, oui, et c'est le euh, 13e uh, month of the year. We're in March now. We made it. We made it so far to March 2021. Yay! And we're back at the Bay Area Video Coalition to do live shows again. Absolutely merveilleux. And yeah, today I had planned to have a guest, but sometimes um, it works out that we're hard to find. We're not on the ground floor. I don't know what happened, but I do have some of I'm going to do a preview then of the eventual, I think for sure, interview I'll have with Charles Grace of the Black History Matters organization. And I'm going to show right now, because I encountered Charles in around Powell and Market, and he has a large stand for art and for T-shirts and hoodies and things like that. So it's definitely his work, his art. I'm just going to preview it for the moment before we get into anything else. Yeah, let's see. Let's find it. It's on camera 3. There we go. I actually purchased both of these T-shirts from Charles. The first one on the left says "No justice, no peace," and I'm sure everyone remembers this gesture, this phrase, "No justice, no peace." I think it applies throughout the world, but particularly in the Black history book of the Black Lives Matter movement. And yeah, no justice, no peace. And on the right is Black Panther, Power of the People, 1966. You can't see that, but yeah, when Charles comes on the show, I definitely want to talk to him about all his ideas about the history of Black people in the United States and in the world, and what that's about. And I really like both of my T-shirts here, and especially the Black Panther. As people probably know, there's a film out. What is it? Judas and the Black Messiah, something like that. Yeah, I can kind of I hear that the message is definitely what did the provocateur do, and Fred Hampton's unfortunate, um, you know, I, I I think the film is worth viewing. However, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that instead of showing the Black Panther Party as a party that of people who were dedicated to ideology and to books and to education and to writing, as well as public speaking, but uh, you know, working toward a just and egalitarian society. And apparently, this particular film just shows them carrying guns, and no, or feeding a few children. No, there was a lot more to do, and they did a lot more than that. And so when Charles comes, I hope that we can get into this more, because I'm not an authority, but I, having studied Marxism myself, I know some of the texts that they were actually providing to the people. They'd have books out there for sale, and this, as far as I don't know, but this is, I think I've seen pictures of some of the major Panthers with books that they were distributing. So there we are. So now I'm going to switch gears because Planet Glee is a music show, and so I'm just going to show those wonderful T-shirts, and there are a lot more. He's got a lot of different ones, and I had pictures of them, but I didn't get to it right now. I'm going to switch up and go to yeah, I'm hoping that this summer will be, hopefully by the summer, the COVID cases in the United States and in the world will be greatly dissipated and lowered, and that possibly we might be able to resume some of our activities of a year and a half that we haven't been able to do. So I'm going to start with some shoegaze today, shoegaze and dream pop music. And so if you want to know more about dream pop and shoegaze, you can go to YouTube and just put it in the search. And I'm going to show a compilation. I'm going to show several things today. So, time's running by. So I may not show all the videos of all the songs because I kind of have a lot that I want to talk about today. So let's see where we go. I want to go there for this video. We'll show some of it. Because this song, I love this song, but it's, for some of you, you may not get into it because it's a little bit repetitive, but I love it. On. So I love that song. I love that video. But, time is running by already today. This is Planet Glee's only on for 29 minutes. So let's see what we're going to move to next. Because on a roll here. Let's show the shirts again. They're there. And we're going to move, just totally switch it up here to, yeah. Hang on a second. Go back to YouTube and see if I can find the, oopsie. Come on. Oops. Okay. Oopsie. Hello. Okay, here we go. This next one, I'm totally switching up here, to a show, you know, you haven't seen any of the past Planet Glee shows if this is your first time tuning in. So I'm going to show you a show from 2008, which was when Planet Glee really started in San Francisco. And my mentor in public access was Bro Jud Presmont. And this is, I'm going to just switch up to it, a show with Bro Jud and Larry Sweetman. They're planning to do a film on Judd. And actually, there is someone who is doing a documentary on Judd. He lives in Chicago. He's a professor, and I need to get in contact with him because I want to know how the documentary is going. And when it comes out, I will definitely show you, because you know, Bro Jud was a very, very, very unusual person. So here we go. Hello. I need to blow my nose. Hello. Welcome to another edition of Planet Glee. Buenas noches. Bonsoir. Tonight we are lucky. It's another Friday night. But this Friday night it is not raining. So let's have a good show. Let's celebrate the fact that we can walk around without getting wet. Anyway, my esteemed guests for this Friday, the 1st of February, are those of you who watch Channel 29 will know quite well. He's been on Channel 29 for 22 years. Bro Jud Presmont. And actually Jud's friend, and Larry Sweetman is with us also. He is a filmmaker, and he and Jud are going to be working on a project together in the near future on Jud and what Jud's up to these days, because those of you who watch the Bro Jud on Love Energy show, Bro Jud has a plan, and that a lot of his show is dedicated to conveying that plan. And so I think I'd like to find out more about what the project's about, what Jud's been thinking about, what Larry's thinking about, what you're thinking about. 621-4473, and let's have some fun tonight with this show, and feel free to call. I forgot to take it back to me, but hello. Meanwhile, you heard, if you just tuning in, my guests are Bro Jud Presmont and Larry Sweetman, and I'm just doing the intro over again because, I don't know, I just felt like doing it over again because usually I do it a different way. And anyway, so enough about me. We're going to turn it over to Bro Jud Presmont, who has been on Channel 29 for 22 years, 23, right? 23 years, with the Bro Jud on Love Energy show, and Larry Sweetman, a documentarian who's going to be doing some project with Jud. So I'm going to start with Larry, since I don't know him very well at all, um, Larry, can you tell me how you and Judd have come to what do you find interesting about Judd?
He's a very interesting individual. He's got a long history of being sort of out there in the forefront of making changes in basically society where we are. So I've known him for a good few years, and just recently, as I've been helping make some documentaries, I came across Judd, and he's just got such a fascinating history that it needs to be shown to a lot more people. You know, he's a figurehead out there in society, and a lot of people need to know what he's about and what he's doing. And he has some great ideas, and he's trying to put them forward. He's had his TV show for 23 years here in the city,
Yeah.
so he's a very interesting individual. So it's going to be fun to work with him. I've just started to work with him recently, so he's a very interesting man. Okay.
Well, I'd just like to let you know, whoops, on the air, that I have some footage of Judd myself. So
Yeah.
you might want to look at it sometime. I'll give you some DVDs of some stuff of Judd, because it's been fun recording his dialogues with people for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I've recorded dialogues of him with other persons on different topics.
Okay.
So
I look forward to seeing it and listening to it. He's a fantastic history.
yeah, well, just listening to Judd talk he's been so good over there. Judd is used to on his show. Talk.
And I love talking to, as long as it's equal and relevant.
Yeah.
But anything you do, Jen, is relevant because you are a mega star, so far as I'm concerned. And Larry, as a fellow who has got to be very talented, because what he did down in Ecuador and Central America is magnificent. It's just magnificent. And I'm going to be sending it out to everybody, because I had them on my show, and they brought in a clip of what they did. So anyway, in order to get to the essence of what I think we can do here with you, the three of us, as a threesome, is I think that we can introduce the world.
No, you didn't hear that. If you're okay,
Oh,
go ahead, Judd.
I mean artistically.
Excuse me.
What in the world is she thinking about?
Well, I don't know. Well, are we going to sing some songs? Were
We could
you
sing
thinking
some
about that?
Oh, I love to sing songs. So, but I just want to tell you this grand scheme I have. I want to try to tell you in 2 minutes. The grand scheme is to introduce to the world by creating a global media organization, and I do have a competitive advantage because I'm a veteran, and I can get all the veterans behind me, including Congress, because I'm a 100% service-connected veteran. That means Congress will allow me to bid on projects. And the one thing they're not taking care of here, I don't know if you've been paying attention, they're not taking care of proactive homeland security. In other words, what is it to be an American? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's to do your best to be happy, to be healthy, to get wealthy, and also to be safe, not to be in a country where somebody else can shut you down and take you over and turn us into slaves.
Well, Judd had more to say than that. His main concern was poverty. He says here, it's the duty of every American to get healthy and wealthy. Well, and in essence, he really was trying to promote ideas that would hopefully convince people who are, CEOs. He used to address his show to different CEOs in the tech community here in California, and hopefully promote his ideas toward eliminating poverty. So, yeah, what he says there is, sometimes, as you can see, he was when I met him when he was, an older gentleman, and people who are attracted to ideas could definitely appreciate Judd, and people who just look at people on the surface would just say, "Oh, it's just an old guy, ha ha ha, duh, whatever." As far as I'm concerned, I mean, I don't look at people that way, so it doesn't apply to me. Meanwhile, let's see, we've got a few more minutes going on here. So where are we going next, Jennifer? We're gonna leave Judd and go to more Judd, and then I'm going to do this real fast. Oopsie. I did a short doc on Judd. And I'm just going to show you the
Hey,
beginning.
Jen, move your chair back a little to make room for the table. Oh, won't you come away with me? We'll build ourselves a small city. How very happy we will be on our magic mountain. On our lovely mountain. On our crazy mountain. By the sea. So I started to look for a mountain by the sea, and I discovered Dominica Island, which is a mountain by the sea. Aldous Huxley, whom I wrote to, said it was the most beautiful island that he had ever visited, and genius knocks me off.
Okay, there we have it. That's the beginning of the doc. Visiting Judd in the hospice. This is like a year and a half after the show with Larry Sweetman. A year and a half later, Judd had an accident, broke his hip, and so when I was doing the video here, the short film, yeah, he was already in the hospital. So I'm going to switch up one more time because we've got a few minutes, and go back to shoegaze, dream pop, and yeah, I mean, I think you're wondering, why is she showing dream pop and then these t-shirts? Well, if you just tuned in, I had a guest planned from the Black History Matters organization, which he founded, and these are a couple of his designs, and you can find him, Charles Gray's Black History Matters, on Powell and Market here in San Francisco. I don't know if he's out every day, but he's out most days, and I've counted him. I think they're there from 10 to 3, he and his wife. Okay, back to Jennifer, and a few more. I'm going to do a little bit more shoegaze. Have a little dance party. Let's see, Well, if you want to know more about shoegaze, now this is from 2017. That's why it's not the one I want. Just go to Dream Pop 2020, and here it is. This is the one I've been listening to. I haven't even figured it all out yet. I'm not gonna do this one. There's some better ones. Okay, is this just one? Oh, okay, I don't want this one. Wait. Sorry about that. No. We don't want that song. We want, let's see. Okay. Well, should we do, well, let's see. Let's do Div. another dream pop band. From the United States. I think they're from